Hey guys, my name is Kaylin. I also go by kaycreigh, and I am your coach of the LA Spice, the spiciest draft team there is. And welcome to Draft 3 of the APA. I'm going to be going over who all we drafted this time. I do want to thank Lord Envy, who, because I was out of town for this, pretty much took the reins and helped with this draft. Again, this isn't going to be so much informative as it is just gonna be rambling, no cut, me talking about why I think they're cute. But yeah, let's go ahead, look at who we've got. Before we get into it, remember to leave a like and subscribe if you guys have been enjoying these videos. And yeah, you know the first pick here, Jirachi, who I named Bonk. Jirachi's pretty good. I mean, I've seen a lot of scarf variations. We're gonna be with Serene Grace. We can obviously flinch the boys. You have Iron Head, Heart Stamp, a bunch of other things with that. It also completes the steel part of our Fairy Steel Dragon core. Speaking of, just getting the rest out of the way, Mega Altaria is our Mega. I named her Dummy Thick because she is floofy as crap. And I mean, Mega Altaria is pretty rad. Pixelate's a really good ability. Hyper Voice is super powerful with Pixelate. We obviously, like, okay, most of these mons, I'm gonna be honest, I've never used before, so I don't quite know what they are for. But, like, Dragon Dance is great. We could boost. We also have, what, like Defog, Fire Blast, like a bunch of other coverage moves. Mega Altaria is great. We also can use Roost to recover, which is pretty rad. Up next, Vaporeon, who I named Newt. Vaporeon is a bulky boy who, thanks to like Heal Bell, Wish, you can even run Scald to burn physical threats. It's a really good utility mon to help with either healing the rest of the team that wouldn't normally have access to reliable recovery, or sort of taking down some of the bigger threats, absorbing hits, and that sort of thing. Next up, we have Gengar, who I named Spooper. He's pretty good. You know, 110 is a great speed tier, outspeeding all of the base 100 mythicals, even though you're gonna find out drafted all of them. But 130 is a pretty monstrous special attack. Everything else is pretty bad, so we're not gonna talk about that. But he can do some, like, Spooper can do some spoopy things. I'm excited. Poison is a really solid type to have stab with. And, I mean, he's cute. When he's shiny, he has a blue tongue, so everyone's happy about it. Up next, speaking of Shaman, that is our second mythical baby that we have. I mean, like, Shaman is pretty rad. It can get Seed Flare. It can be a Toxic Staller. It's cute. I named Shaman Chonker because he's a chonky boy. You get him, little chonky boy. I don't know. He's just, honestly, he's cute. And 100 base stats all around. Pretty good. It's fine. Alright, next up, Blaziken, who I named The Heat. We can't use Speed Boost, otherwise that would be pretty broken. But Blaziken is still pretty good. Base 120 attack and 110 special attack. So we have the option to run either special or physical. Which one are we gonna bring? I don't know. I mean, probably special, let's be honest. But, I mean, probably physical, let's be honest. I know what I'm talking about. But, yeah. Everything else is like, I mean, 80 is a decent speed tier among not fast Pokemon. Unfortunately, with not being able to run Speed Boost, it's a little bit of a bummer. But Firefighting, the infamous combo, is actually a really good typing for coverage. Also, defensively speaking, I don't know what I'm talking about, but okay. Next up, we have Xurkitree, who I named Zappy Boy. 173 special attack. That that should not be legal in any planet. But I mean, at least here we are. But like pretty much all of the other stats are kind of lackluster. But if y'all watched the last battle, we managed to get some momentum at the beginning. Obviously, it didn't end up mattering, but with Z electric terrain, you know, I had dreams. I had dreams. I don't know if we can use tail glow, but like Z tail glow is pretty rad, or like Z, I don't know. And Z hypnosis is something people do. Unclear. I don't really know. Tail glow though. Absol, who I named Kevin, is a pretty cool misunderstood boy. Justified as an excellent ability because sometimes some people want to use knockoff and you can switch them in and then you're having a good time. 130 is a pretty monstrous attack. Everything else, again, is pretty average. We're lacking bulk on this team, admittedly, but up next we do have an answer to that with Porygon 2. Obviously, with Eviolite, this boy can be pretty bulky, and you can actually run some really nice either like toxic or I'm glad that I know what I'm talking about. I should record these at the end of the day. Or like spreading toxic, spreading paralysis, that sort of thing, as well as access to recovery. He's a pretty good bulky duck, and we love him. His name is Ernie. Okay, up next, Auroras. I honestly don't know what this thing does, but Refrigerate's a cool ability as well as Snow Warning. So Refrigerate, you can either have Ice-type Hyper Voice, or Snow Warning, you can have 100% accurate Blizzard. I don't know. I don't know which one we're going to choose. I don't know if we're ever going to bring this thing. 123 HP is pretty good, but when you're Rock and Ice type, you know, there's not much that you can do there. Like, you're in some trouble, you know what I mean? Plus base 58 speed tier, like, we could, honestly, like, this thing is cute, but I don't know what it does. I trust Envy. I'm sure that he knows some spice that we can bring with this. And last but not least, we have Leavanny. Oh, Auroras is long, all caps. And Leavanny, who I chose to name Alejandro because I like to think of Leavanny as a fabulous homosexual man named Alejandro, and I love him. And I mean, the like bug grass typing, so the 4 times weakness to fire is not ideal, but I mean, base 103 attack. I mean, he also has access to sticky webs, which I had never encountered before yesterday, but as it turns out, is pretty helpful. And can ruin people's lives. So that is the team. If y'all are curious about what any of these things do, I encourage you to look that up, because I don't know, but I'm excited to see how they do. I'm excited to get used to them, sort of get into the groove with this team like we did with the last one. And I'm really hoping, because I really love the last team. I think that was probably my favorite. But I'm hoping that this one will just attack its way into my heart and soul. And anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this not conventional draft analysis. I'm a professional. I hope y'all have an amazing day. I do want to take a second to give a huge thank you to both Benji and Billy. Y'all are amazing. And tune in next time for more shenanigans. Bye!